welcome to Battle TV. It's Mr. Laughter right here, ladies and gentlemen. I know Arsenal are here in the US and they landed so well, and everything seems to be going on well in LA. And the games that they're really preparing for is Bournemouth that they're gonna play on Wednesday. That is probably tomorrow. So it's gonna be really a good game. Right now in the US, it's already Tuesday, so it's going to be played on Wednesday at 10:30. That is USA Central Time, but yeah, I'm in Eastern Time. Now, the game that Arsenal really are preparing for in the preseason is very clear, and you guys all know that it's really going to be interesting as Arsenal prepare for their preseason, and it will be great. It will be great, and stay tuned and subscribe to the channel if you want to get more latest news from all around Arsenal as they are in for their tour here in the US. Now let's look at the preseason. Today, Arsenal landed and they went straight to the field just to practice and do some little drills and exercise and show off up a little bit, and it was great. It was open to everybody. People went and saw it, and people enjoyed and had fun with the players. And yeah, it was really good to see some of the players that are younger, and the likes of Thomas Partey was there, Ben White, some of the key players were there. I saw Vieira as well. They were all training and jumping around and just really having fun for the first day. As you guys know, preseason is very important. Mikel Arteta takes it so nice, and he doesn't really play around with preseasons. He wants to have all the players in the squad to be fully fit, and yeah, that is what really transpired. It was really great to see some of the players really training together here in the hot sun. You guys, we know in the summer it's really hot. So let's see. Now, one player who didn't really train yesterday was Odegaard. He didn't really train, so Mikel Arteta talked about it in his press conference with a lot of people. He said, "Yeah, Odegaard had a little bit of illness. He's a little bit under the weather, and he's gonna still join the training probably tomorrow or in any time that he gets better. That would be really interesting, and it would be good for Odegaard to join the team. Now, let's look at what Arteta talked also in the press conference. We want to look at a little bit of it. He talks about transfers. He talked about how Arsenal are gonna really have a very good season. As they know, last season it was really important for them to still fight till the end of the season, but it wasn't their best. He was dreaming to lift the trophy, but they did not manage it. So they are really preparing adequately and trying to bring some players so that Arsenal can have a better chance to compete with Manchester City. Now, this is what Mikel Arteta said when he was asked about Califury. He's saying, is there any update on Califury? He said, no, unfortunately not. That's what Mikel Arteta always says that. No, unfortunately not. But obviously, we know there are certain positions that we want to improve and give the squad a better resource in terms of numbers where we are short. But we will try to our best and yeah, maintain things and see a way of improving the team and showing love to the players that we have right here, as we train every single day. That is what he said. So, Mikel Arteta doesn't really talk about players that are not in Arsenal, but he's saying, I like that he said they're trying their best. So that is optimistic that at least Arsenal is still looking into bringing players. Much as he didn't really disclose if Califury will eminently join. Now, how about Tomiyasu, who got injured? We know Tomiyasu did not travel with the team, and he said, yeah, he had a slight knock in his Liverpool because the kid worked so hard and he had incident in the training, and we didn't know yet the extent of what the injury is, so we took precautions just to keep him there and see what happens. So that is with Tomiyasu. As you guys know, Tomiyasu is not with the squad in the US. Now, he was also asked about Timber, how he's going to be influential in the team today. He said, yeah, he is very, very, he's a winner. That he said, we can see that he loves in this body language, he loves to train and act and do things the way we want him to do it. And I think he is really, really good in a good place and a good moment. And he's going to have we're going to have to manage him and see how well he can do for us and load put some of the little bit of the load so we can see how well he can do for the team. So that is on Timber. We know Timber suffered an injury, so he's back, and Mikel Arteta is optimistic that it's gonna do so good in the next season. Now, there's another question here that he was asked about: could the new signings potentially join camps before the tour or by the end of the tour? So this is what he said. I don't know. It's still a lot of time to go in the window, but that's more of a question for Edu and the board. I think when you are uh, so close to what you want to grab, we are very close as well. So we want to get all the players that we can get for Arsenal to improve the level. Now, that is what Mikel Arteta talked about. Simply, just summary of every single thing that he talked about in the press conference. Now, let's go and look at transfer, ladies and gentlemen. We want to look at what the news that we have here. The latest news that we have about Arsenal today is this main man that is Fabrizio Romano. Mikel is in Arsenal's road, and Arsenal have inquired and found out, talked to the player and talked to the representatives to find out the availability of this 28-year-old Mikel, which is a very good midfielder, as you guys know. He's really, really good. Matches people don't really rate him so much, but he did so well for Spain in the Euros. So Arsenal is trying to find out and make some inquiries about him to see how well he can do for the Arsenal aspect of it. That is what we have for one target that Arsenal is having currently. And also we also know that Arsenal is still really looking into in the outgoing. We see that Ali has submitted some bid for Jesus. And what would you say about Gabriel Jesus? Would you let him go? Would you let Arsenal take him, or would you let him stay? So let me know. If Ali gives about 50 million pounds, what would you do? Would you sell Gabriel Jesus, or would you really do something else with Gabriel Jesus? That is what we need. That was the story that we have. Also, now another story is about Victor Osimhen. They're saying PSG has suffered a blow. They're not gonna get him. So Osimhen is still on a free. So whoever wants to take and go with the amount, depending on how much Napoli wants. I mean, because Napoli is really trying to make it look very difficult to buy, about 80 million euros, which is too much, and everybody doesn't want to pay that. So if they reduces the price, possibly Arsenal can acquire and get Osimhen. But that is what we have on the news, that Arsenal have really gotten some boost for the transfer, where PSG have some stalls. So I've suffered some blows for the to sell to buy Osimhen. So let's hope Arsenal can look at that and get a striker, since I feel like Arsenal need a striker. So that is what we have for today, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing really much to talk about. Let's see if Calafiori would sign for Arsenal today, and every single thing we will let you know if he signs, and we shall do a little bit of that. The other person is Mikel Merino. Mikel Merino is one good player that Arsenal is looking into. They're saying Arsenal have really looked into inquiring and seeing if he's available, and Arsenal are looking into bringing him to the Emirates. The one guy that is Romano said Arsenal are still trying to finish the deal for Calafiori, and if it is all done, they might turn their gun to Moreno. Mikel Merino. That is Real Sociedad player. So Edu has inquired and talked to Mikel about it, and Arsenal like the player. So that is what we have for the latest rumor about Arsenal. Let me know anything that you want in the comment, and subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed yet. Thanks for watching, and thanks for being part of the show. One love.